CDL Ocala-CVT, School Commercial. Driver's License Class B, Air Brake Test, CDL Ocala-CVT, School located in Ocala, Florida. Call us for more info 352-519-2071. Come by and visit us for a free introductory class to explain how to get started in your new career in the trucking industry. We are going over the first item on the checklist, the air brake check. We are checking the integrity of the safety systems in place for the air brake. The air brake system works with air pressure, which is produced by the air compressor, which is gear driven by the engine. If the engine is running, the truck will always be building air pressure. In order to perform and check that the safety systems are working properly, the truck needs to be at full governed pressure. That is why we wait for the governor to cut off between 120 and 140 psi before starting. Inside the cab, you have the one air gauge for the truck, which is the primary air pressure gauge. The valve, also known as the button, is located on the center dash. The color is yellow. The valve is used to release and apply the spring brake and emergency brake on the truck. The air brake system is kept at the proper air pressure with help from the governor. The governor cuts off and on to releases the excess air that is constantly building in the air brake system. That is the reason we check for the governor to cut off at between 120 and 140 psi before we do the air brake test. The brake pedal is used to apply the service brake and to fan the air brake system while performing the test on the truck. You will climb into the truck using 3 points of contact. Sit down and fasten your seatbelt. You are going to then start the truck. Truck is in neutral and your brake is applied. Before you turn the key to cycle the truck, you need to tell the examiner you are checking for the ABS light and the DEF indicators to come on and off. Turn the key, let the truck cycle, and explain the results. The ABS lights for the truck and the DEF indicators in the dash came on and off. They are working properly. Now that the truck is running, wait until the air pressure builds to between 120 and 140 psi or the governor cut off. When the governor cuts off between 120 and 140 ps, I look at the primary gauge, explain results. If you are in the proper range, they are working properly. Now that the governor cut off and the air brake system is at full governed pressure, we can check the integrity of the air brake system for any air leaks. You should not lose more than 3 psi in 1 minute. First step is press and hold your brake pedal. Don't smash the pedal down, just put steady pressure on it. The second step is turn off the truck, then turn the key to the accessory position. The third step is push in yellow valve and wait for the air to stabilize. Be prepared to start your timer when the needle stops moving. Be ready to start the timer as soon as the air stabilizes. Have your driver's window open. Once the air has stabilized, begin your 1-minute countdown. Wait the entire 60 seconds. You must wait the entire minute. If you don't, it is an automatic failure. Once the minute has passed, stop the timer. Then take your foot off the brake pedal. Tell the examiner, I did not hear any leaks outside. I did not see the needle on the gauge. Move more than 3 ps. In 1 minute. I have no leaks. My brakes are working properly. With the air leak test out of the way, we can now check the integrity of the air brake systems, low air warning device, and/or low air warning alarm. The alarm, audible and/or visual, should come on at 55 psi or above. Without restarting the truck, you will begin to fan your brakes slowly and wait for the alarm to come on. Do not smash down on the service brake pedal. When the alarm comes on at above 55 psi, you will check the gauge, the primary gauge, and explain the results. In the proper range, It's working properly. With the low air warning alarm out of the way, now we are going to check the integrity of the air brake system. Spring brakes. Emergency brakes. The valves should pop out between 20 to 45 psi without restarting the truck. Continue to fan your brake slowly and wait for the spring brake to pop out. Do not smash down on the service brake pedal. The spring brake has popped out between 20 to 45 psi. I make sure that the button popped out. Check the gauge and explain the result. The spring brake has popped out. It is in the proper range. It is working properly. Now that we have checked all three parts of the integrity of the air brake system, the leaks no more than 3 psi, the low air warning alarm at 55 psi or above, and the spring brake and emergency brake between 20 and 45 psi, we can move on to the checking of the parking brake and the service brake. The next two slides go over the single brake chamber and the dual brake chamber.
The single brake chamber is equipped on the steer tires of the truck and only engages when the brake pedal is pressed down. The dual brake chamber is equipped on the drive tires of the truck. The dual brake chamber has two types of air brake systems that work together. The dual brake chamber has the service brake, which engages when the brake pedal is pressed down. The dual brake chamber also has the spring brake and emergency brake. The spring brake and emergency brake are released when the yellow valve is pushed in. The spring brake and emergency brake is applied when the yellow valve is pulled out. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Watch this video. Share this video. Thank you. Come again.